Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerd Room. My name is James, and we're doing another review of the Apocalypse Wave. So this figure, this guy right here, is the Gladiator. He's the leader of the Imperial Guard for the Shi'ar Empire. He's predominantly in the X-Men books more or less as an envoy, more or less, from Lalandra. But he's a person that needs work on his people skills, usually. Usually when he goes to Earth or wherever, he's like, you need to help us. I don't care, blah, blah, blah. And he's a little hostile, because he's one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Whatever he thinks, like, say if he wants to punch you with, like, the intensity of the sun, he can do that. If he wants to rip apart a planet with his strength, he can do that. He can fly a lot faster than light speed. But his only downfall is his self-confidence. He's powered by it, but if he has a moment where he loses his self-confidence, then, his powers aren't there so much. So, yeah, we're going to take a review of this figure, take a look at him, and see how it goes. Alright, so we have Marvel's Gladiator from the X-Men series, the leader of the Imperial Guard for the Shi'ar Empire. Looking very comic accurate, and I like the pose they put him in. Kind of tells you, he knows he's all powerful and whatnot, just with his flexion of the muscles. And he comes to the Apocalypse head. He doesn't come with any accessories because he doesn't need them, unless you want, give him like some power accessories or whatever. But anyways, let's take a tour around the box. Anyways, on the side you have a nice picture of artwork of a Gladiator with some power coming out of his eyes by the looks of it. On the back, you have a nice picture of him, standing egotistical, almost in a Superman-like pose. See what the text has to say. The leader of the Imperial Guard, Gladiator shoots heat beams from his eyes and commands his forces with formidable strength. But it limits it by saying he shoots heat beams from his eyes, because he does so much more. He has so much more powers. Anyways, we're up to figure number 3 on the Apocalypse Wave. And got 4 more to go. We're getting there. Another picture of Gladiator. So I had to look up online to see what his powers were. And it's numerous. So he's like pretty much omnipotent, or more or less. Nice X label there. Apocalypse on the top of the box. Legends on the top of that part. X-Men Gladiator on the bottom. So let's tear this sucker open and see about putting him through the paces, I guess. Alright, so in opening up the figure, I'm very disappointed. It's definitely a repurposed figure, obviously. I would have thought, they would have done a little bit more of the detail. I didn't really look at the figure from the inside, but pretty much the body's all repurposed already. You've seen the body mold somewhere else. The cape is definitely looks like a Doctor Strange one, because I can't for the life of me get the cape to look right when I put it in the peg. It looks a little bit off, and the fact that when he has a cape, he can't even stand up without me jostling the legs around a little bit. But I will say the head looks pretty cool, even though it looks more like it might be a repurpose from a Skull or a Namor figure to me. But pretty cool looking, I guess. And I might be wrong on a Namor. I could check though, but I'm probably wrong. Who knows? And he comes with the Apocalypse head up. Obviously, pretty cool, right? A little angry. I can't wait to build that figure. So, anyways, let's take a look at this figure. I mean, obviously, the whole costume is more or less painted on. As you can see, no identifying marks that it's an original figure, but it is what it is, I guess. Gotta have figures to do the build a figure with, I guess. So anyway, let's talk Gladiator's articulation. His head goes back that far, goes forward that far, and goes all the way around. He's got a weird tilt to it, a little weird, so it looks a little bit off. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, his arm goes up that far, but as usual, goes all the way around. Bicep rotation. Double joint on the elbow. his diaphragm goes back that far, goes forward that far, and rotation at the waist. Legs go apart that far, go forward and back that far. Yeah, we've seen this build before. Thigh rotation, double joint on the knee. Probably the last time I saw it was on a Captain Britain figure, I guess. But it is what it is, right? So let's try to put him in some poses. He's not too keen on, balance, but we're going to try to put him in some poses regardless and see how it goes. His head's a little bit wonky. There we go. Here I decided to put him in a punching pose. Pretty much what I know from this character, from the only book that I have that I know he's featured in, is where he's going up against Cannonball of all mutants. And he's trying to actually punch him with the power of the heart of his son. So I try to put him in a punching pose. What do you think? Okay guys, so I decided to put him in a flying pose. How's that look to you? Does that look alright? Just because I, read books where he's like, I can fly faster than light. Sure, okay, pal. Whatever you say. But, it doesn't look too bad. I think it could be better. Okay, guys, so just decided to do a standard pose. Just kind of want to go over a few of the effects I've noticed. For one, the foot has some paint splotches on it, as well as there are a couple of nicks on the cape where they obviously missed. I know there's a few splotches on the other parts of the body. And the head looks like it's a bit off to me. It just looks like maybe the body, should have been a little bit bigger, but his head just seems a little bit too big for his britches, I guess. I mean, might be wrong, but that's what I kind of think. Otherwise, just your standard I'm ready to fight kind of pose. Okay, guys, so that's Gladiator. Not one of my favorite figures of the year. Probably, maybe towards one of my worst figures of the year. Just the whole thing is a Franken figure, obviously. Different parts from different figures instead of a brand new one. I know it saves money and all, and just helps put another part for a Build-A-Figure, but still, it's just standing him up. His balance is all off, especially with the cape. The cape is non-conforming when it comes to trying to pose. I do wish that the details stuck out a little bit more instead of just slapped on the figure. Even though he looks alright, I'm not complaining about him not looking the character, but, I expect a little bit more sometimes from Marvel Legends instead of just, a rehash of other stuff to make a new figure. But I know they're not going to hit a home run every time, so it is what it is. I'll still stick them in the old X-Men collection. If you're not collecting the X-Men figures, this should be, something you're not going to pick up, unless you really want to build the Apocalypse figure, but otherwise, you might want to just let this one go. Anyways, that's it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. It's not one of my better ones, but it's there, right? So the next review we're going to do is the Sabretooth figure from the same wave. Should be pretty cool. I hope. We'll see how that goes. Crossing my fingers. I think it looks alright just looking at it, but who knows? I said the same thing about Gladiator, and look where we are. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, especially with the new ones this week. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, why not do so? I got a lot of these review videos. Some, differing in quality, but still, reviews are reviews. And anyways, thank you guys for watching again. I always appreciate it. And see you next time. Thank you so much.